Hello, I am TariaJaybre's, and this is my Q&A.
Praise the name of Jesus. Praise that name.
Hey guys, it's Taria. I am finally getting a chance to do my Q&A session. I have questions that have been submitted by fans, and I'm going to draw them out of the bowl at random and do my best to answer them for you guys. So thank you to everyone that submitted a question. All right, let's start. This first question, oh my goodness, is from State Representative Ross Smith. And he said, Ross? I think he wrote this wrong. I'm sorry, Ross. How can you use your message to encourage all people to be active in their faith and community? That's a good question. I am a very encouraging person. I like to be around people that give off positive vibes and people that, it takes a long time to figure out where you want to go in life. But I feel like anybody that's out there trying or, using their gift to better the community or even using their gift to in their church or wherever you're using your gift, I consider mine a spiritual gift. I like to consider it a way for me to help other people and uplift the community in general, just because not only is my music positive, but the message that I try to bring to others is positive as well. So I like to, read a lot of positive scriptures and quotes and meditate and do anything that basically sends positive vibes from myself to others. I feel like is a good way to use my gift. So I guess. All right. Next question. That was a good question. Jesus, that was hard. I don't know. This is an anonymous one. Anonymous. I'm sorry. Has anyone in your family inspired you on your journey? I would definitely have to say my grandmother inspired me. She is, she passed away a couple years ago, but she still remains in my heart a lot. She had a strong influence on my life, not just musically, but as far as the person that I am today. She taught me a lot about being responsible. She taught me just a lot of different things, and I appreciate her for everything that she gave to me. So she is definitely my inspiration. I know if she was still living, she would be so proud. So this is another anonymous one. What is your motivation to sing? That's funny because my motivation to sing is my grandmother. When she passed away, I kind of went through this thing where I just didn't want to sing anymore. I gave up on singing. I felt like I just didn't have a reason to do it anymore. And up until I would say last year is when I finally realized that this is a God-given gift, and, the best way to use it is to give it back to Him. So she is definitely my motivation as well. Let's see if I can find one with a name on it. Oh my goodness, this is hard. What's been the toughest struggles you've had to overcome on your journey through life that made you stronger? Toughest struggles. I guess one of my biggest struggles in life was always being misunderstood as a child, and then as a teenager, and then as an adult. I don't like for people to misjudge my character and to misjudge my motives in life. And so when I first started my spiritual journey, I got to the point where I just felt like that wasn't important anymore. But it did make me stronger as a person, because I feel like if it wasn't for me, being so intuitive with myself and, I guess I didn't really change anything about myself. I just kind of, I'm kind of an introvert, so everything that I felt like, all those misunderstandings, all those, times that I feel like I couldn't explain myself, or I might have been too complicated for, somebody to deal with or something, I just kind of kept it inside, and I guess I dealt with it, and now it's kind of a part of my personality. I guess it's kind of a quirky thing that I do, so I don't know. Let's see. This one has a name. Where do you see yourself musically in 5 years? From Brittany Sisk. Brittany, let's see. In 5 years, musically, I would like to be stronger in my faith. And I guess as a musician, you're always growing, you're always evolving. So in 5 years, I would like to have my own sound, which I kind of do have my own sound, but I want to have, my own sound, not really perfected, just kind of more developed in 5 years. As a musician, what drives you to do better and to achieve your goals? That's a hard one too. What drives me to do better? I'm a family person, so my family always drives me to do better. My kids, my husband, my mom, my sister, that drives me just because I know that music is like a universal language. Everybody loves some sort of music, and I just feel like that drives me because my main focus is to reach people and to reach them with a positive message. So, and the second part is what drives you to do better and to achieve your goals. I'm a fighter. I don't settle. So achieving my goals is always my top priority. So I guess it's just second nature. I just push myself to limits, and it's just nonstop for me. So that was an anonymous question, by the way. Oh my goodness. I do not know who wrote this, but they said, how much money do you have? I am not going to share that. I don't know who wrote this, but I'm pretty sure you know who wrote it, whoever you are out there. It looked like a kid's handwriting. This is another anonymous one. Do you write your own lyrics? Yes, I do. I started writing silly songs as a kid, and as I got older, I got better. So I think I know who wrote that one. Do you play any instruments? Yes, I do. I play the violin. I played violin since I was in 3rd or 4th grade. I'm not going to tell you how old I am now, but it's been a while. And then I also I played clarinet growing up. I kind of fell out of love with that. I got asthma. It's not good for me. And then I dabble a little bit in piano, not a lot. I can get, some basic notes and chords, but I'm not a master at all. What's your favorite TV show? Favorite TV show. I gotta say Criminal Minds. I love that show. I like mystery and, suspense, and so that's my show. Ooh, this is a good question. Do you feel God's presence more in a live setting than you do in the studio? I say, it all depends on, I feel God's presence when I'm in the studio. I do feel like live is more, how can I put this? Oh, you get a little extra adrenaline rush live because there's people watching you. There's people, they might be clapping, they might be standing up. And so like there might be more going on, and it might push you, to see other people praising God. And it kind of, when the environment is, when it's to that level of where everybody's just in praise mode, it kind of rubs off on you. But I will say that being in the studio, I feel God's presence as well, because I know the studio, you got to go through things, sing them a few different times, and, every time's not going to be the exact way that it's going to go on a record. So, the more you feel God, the better it turns out. So, I feel like live, maybe just a little bit more, but I have had those sessions where I've definitely felt God's presence. Oh, this is from Mother Culpepper at my church. And she said, at what age were you when you realized that you could sing? Could sing well? I would say maybe when I was about 13. That's when I realized I could sing well, I would say. I've been singing all my life, but I feel like I kind of, as a teenager and going to school, we would sing on the bus. Me and my friend Nashana, we would sing on the bus in middle school. Well, we started doing that in elementary, so yeah, probably longer than that. But we would sing on the bus every day, and like people just was like, "Oh my God, you got a nice voice." And so I would say singing well, teenager, definitely. I can't pinpoint a year because I've been doing this a long time. Oh my gosh, how long have you been singing? I have been singing as early as I could talk. My mom is definitely, she was the Joe Jackson of our family. So she kept us singing, and it was like really like the Jacksons in my house. Like we literally, like we would line up, she would give us our parts, give us our lyrics, and we would just go to town from there. So that's how long it's been. I think she probably would have been one of those parents that could have made us like a popular singing group, but we had attitudes. For girls, we fought a lot. What kind of music do you like? I like all kinds of music. I like everything. I mean, I can listen to anything. I really like pop music. I'm one of those people. I love gospel. Gospel is definitely my all-time favorite, but aside from gospel, I really, really, really love pop music. I listen to a lot of pop music. I mean, my husband will tell you I don't listen to like a lot of rap or R&B, but if it's pop music, I love it. I like country music too, and I love classical. But yeah, I would have to say aside from gospel, pop music is like my guilty pleasure. Let's see. Oops, I dropped one. Ugh. What are your beliefs on religion? Ooh, I should have studied for this one. I am a very religious person. I don't really like to judge other people on what they choose to believe or what they choose to practice. Um, but I believe that in life we're taught to have faith in a lot of different things. And I just kind of have this outlook on religion, whereas I believe in God. I believe that He's real. He's real in my heart. And as far as religion, I know some people don't think that you actually have to be religious to have a relationship with God. It can be more of a spiritual thing. I do agree with that. And I don't really want to offend anyone, but I choose to practice Christianity. I go to an American Baptist church. But that doesn't mean that I haven't been to other churches or, been able to relate to other people who practice different religions. So to me, my religion is really important to me. Let's see. Hopefully I get an easy one. What is your spiritual goal? My spiritual goal, this might sound kind of crazy, but my spiritual goal is to save lives. I'm one of those people, like, I understand the sacrifice. We're taught that, God sacrificed His only Son and, to save the world. And I totally get that. Like, it's like, I feel like in my heart, if that sacrifice was to be asked of me or, maybe some people that I associate with or I know, and I know that they're strong in their faith and, they're spiritual beings as well. And I feel like if that was asked of me, I would do it. I feel like I mean, it might be painful, to be crucified, but I feel like if it makes the world a better place, if you have to sacrifice yourself or sacrifice your life for someone else, I totally get it. Like I would do it. I would do it. I feel like a lot of times I'm one of those people that feels like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. I don't always express it, but I'm always thinking about it. So my spiritual goal is definitely to save lives. This is from Taven. Shout out to Taven. How do you get your voice so powerful? I just have a really big mouth, Taven. I I don't know. I have I don't know. I just think I talk loud. I think I'm a loud person in general, so I guess it just kind of transfers over into my singing a little bit. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. How is God calling you to motivate and mobilize God's people? I feel like a lot of people, I mean, we do things based off of trends that other people set. Like when you look on Facebook and other social media sites, you see people resharing memes and, pictures of celebrities because they look up to those people. So I feel like me being, a woman of God and, with my music ministry, I feel like hopefully people will, start to follow the trend that I'm trying to set. And I'm not trying to put out there that I'm perfect or that, I'm this supernatural person or anything like that. I have flaws. I make mistakes. I don't have all of the answers, but I want to motivate people to stand strong and firm in what they believe, who they believe in, and to believe in themselves as well. Because I know that, the world is, it kind of, sometimes we get so wrapped up in everything that's going on around us that we forget who we are. And I think that me pursuing my music ministry is me finding myself. And I hope that that motivates people to get up and pursue your goals, pursue your dreams, whatever they may be. And as far as, stepping into your right, faith is not something that, you know, it's a right, it's right. It's your right to have faith, have faith in whatever you want to believe in. So I just feel like hopefully people will get the message and they'll kind of follow this trend I'm trying to set. Do the Packers suck? Whoever wrote this knows that I am a diehard Packers fan. So I will have to say the Packers do not suck. And for anybody out there that says otherwise, I will pray for you. Who are your gospel music influences? Gospel music, yes. Okay. Let's start right off the top. My number one gospel music influence is, believe it or not, Shirley Caesar. I like Shirley Caesar because Shirley is a seasoned singer, and when she speaks and when she, sings and performs, it's just like everything in her body is just so devoted, and it's just, I would love to be as fluid as she is on the stage, and I just love Shirley Caesar. I have a couple more. I love Kirk Franklin. I don't know what it is. I think I like his music most of his music has a very strong message. And I think that's kind of like my writing style too. Like I like to write music with strong and powerful messages and tell stories in my music. And so that's why I love Kirk Franklin. Now I have gotten into some of the, you know, some of the more youthful praise and worship and gospel groups. I love the Walls group. I love, love, love them. I love Kira Sheard. I love Leandra Johnson. I love Jessica Reedy. And I love Travis Green. He is like the bomb. So those are just to name a few, but I could go on and on and on. But I don't want to do that. What is your spiritual motivation? So I kind of already answered this one. My spiritual motivation is to save lives. I want to be that person to change the world one day. Let's see. What made you want to sing gospel music? Nikki. Nikki. Oh, yeah, Nikki Joe. Okay. What made me want to sing gospel music? Because gospel music is always been, it's just something that I feel like, I mean, I could have done other types of music, but I just don't feel like it fits me. And I feel like gospel music fits me, and it fits everything that I'm trying to do. And like I said, I want to get a message out there to people to be encouraged and to, stand strong in their faith and to accomplish their goals. So, I mean, that's kind of why I chose gospel music. I don't feel like I really chose gospel music. I kind of feel like gospel music chose me. Well, this question says at the bottom, ask mine first. But I'm sorry, you weren't first, Laria. What is your favorite food? Good question, Ria. I gotta go with chicken. I love me some fried chicken. I know that's probably a bad answer, but I haven't had fried chicken in a really long time. I am on a diet and I had to give up fried food, so that's probably why I'm thinking of fried chicken right now. Oh, did I put that one back in here? No. When did you discover you can sing? I think I answered this one. I guess I'll kind of change this one a little bit. It's an anonymous question anyway. When did I first discover I can sing? I've been singing as early as 3. So that's when to me, it was always a game. It was fun. It was, we would go to big family functions and we would sing. And I mean, when I say big family functions, I mean like my grandmother, her siblings, and all of their kids and all of their grandkids. And we would sing. And we would Christmas carol and we would do all kinds of fun stuff like that. So I've just always been around music. I don't think I necessarily knew what I was doing when I was that little, but I've been singing this for a long time. What music mogul or group inspired you? Let's see if I can think of one. Music mogul or group inspired me. If I had to choose a group, I would choose Boys to Men, even though they don't sing gospel music, because Boys to Men, they have such a soulful sound, and then they have everybody has their own sound, and their harmonies are tight and locked together, and I really love that growing up. I listened to a lot of Boys to Men growing up, so they were like my first, I would say definitely the first music group that I ever fell in love with. As far as a music mogul, I don't know if I really have one. I mean, I guess one person that I looked up to, which is surprising because I don't listen to a lot of rap music, but I really love Queen Latifah because to me, she's a music mogul. I mean, she changed, rap for females in the industry at the time, and then she branched out and started doing other stuff, and I absolutely love her as an actress too. So I just feel like she's just good at everything, and she's absolutely gorgeous. So shout out to Queen Latifah. Maybe she'll see this one day. Okay, this one's from Tatum Wortham, my sister. What is your favorite genre of music? Favorite genre? It's gospel. Number 1 is gospel. What message of ministry are you sending to the people? Tatum cheated. She put 2 questions on one paper. She wasn't supposed to do that, but I'll answer the second one. What message of ministry? I guess, what message of ministry? I guess my ministry is just I don't know. I feel like I'm one of those people that was always the weird person growing up, and I've kind of owned up to my imperfections. And so I feel like my message is to, you know, live in your truth and be who you are. And if you don't succeed, try again. Okay, this is a good question. And this is from my bestie. At what point did you realize that you wanted to pursue your music ministry seriously? From Jasmine. Well, seriously, I've tried this a few times in the past. I've tried groups, I've tried all kinds of stuff. And when I first realized that I wanted to pursue it seriously, I had a little bit of a breakdown. I was just at one of my lowest points. I felt like everything was just crashing down on me, and so that would have been late 2014 when that happened after the death of my grandmother. I lost a lot when she passed away. I lost a lot of myself, so I shut down. I didn't sing, I wouldn't even sing to the radio if I had to. I just wanted to forget it. I just wanted to forget everything. And after I went through, I transitioned, and then I would say around spring of 2015, I was just battling with a lot of things that I had going on spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. I was just really battling with myself. And I wrote a song. I sat down and I wrote a song. And that song has not been released yet, so I will not tell you the title of it. Otherwise, my producer will probably kill me. But it is recorded. It's just not released. And the song, it basically just talks about how sometimes you don't feel like you're worth anything. You don't feel like you're any good. You're lost and you just don't know how to come back from it. And at the end of the song, it talks about, just talking to God and asking Him to come into your life and to, save you. And even though I've been raised in the church, I grew up in the church, I've been in church all my life. I feel like that was a changing point for me. Like, that was big, because I knew that while I love God, I go to church every Sunday. I have faith, but when I started really going through that tough time and I had to sit down and ask, I had to ask for Him to, God, I really need you in my life. I can't do it on my own. That's when my music ministry was born. So it's been about a little bit over a year now that I've been pursuing my music ministry totally. It's been a little bit over a year. All right. Would you ever write an R&B song? That is a very good question. I have written R&B songs, and I don't really, I like R&B. I don't have the voice for R&B. So honestly, yes, I would write an R&B song. If someone reached out to me and asked me, I would definitely do it, because it's not for me, but if it's for someone else, hey, I'm a writer. I love to write music. So yes, I would write an R&B song. 3 years from now, where do you see yourself as a musician? This is from Rudy. He's a good friend of mine. 3 years from now. 3 years from now, what I really want to do, of course, I want to be able to reach people. And in order to do that, I would love to travel to different places, different churches, not just in Iowa, just all over the world, just travel to different cities and churches and minister to people. So that's on my bucket list, and that's going to be done within 3 years. So it's on there. Oh, this is my last question. What keeps you motivated to do God's work? What keeps me motivated to do God's work? I think what keeps me motivated is to know that I was there. I was at that point before where I almost gave up on, myself and everything that I believe in. And you don't really know how strong your faith is until you have an experience, a real experience with God. And so I think that's what motivates me to do his work, is because I've had that real experience with God. And I feel like I want other people to get to that place where they can have the same experience. I can't have it for you, but I would like to encourage others to, pursue that relationship with God. And when you get to that place where you can hear from God and you can talk to God and you can be encouraged, you'll know that it's real. So that's what motivates me. And that is the end.
Thank you.
So guys, this was my Q&A. I want to thank everybody that's submitted questions. Okay, so make sure you follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. I think that's it. And if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll see my other videos. I have the video to my single, Praise the Name, also posted. And my single is available on cdbaby.com for just 99 cents. Less than $1, people. So go and download that today.
We have one more question.
One more question. Aw, thank you. Again? Oh my God, Courtney. Oh, why would you do this? Oh my goodness. Of course I will. Oh my God. Why would you do this to me now? You're gonna make me cry. Oh, cut it off. Oh my goodness. I want to fight you right now. I didn't say that on camera, but oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay, that's it. Cut it off. Cut it off. Okay.